So when we think about having strong shoulders, we normally think about things like how much can you press, how many pull-ups can you do, or simply how muscular do your shoulders look. But you can have shoulders that look incredibly strong and still have shoulders that barely move. And one of the easiest ways to see this is actually with a pull-up. Watch how a lot of people come down from their pull-up. They never really get to a stage where they're passively hanging. There's normally still this slight bend in the elbows. Can you actually get into this position comfortably? Because if you can't, there's potentially something restricting that overhead position. It could be your lats, it could be your pecs, it could be the shoulder itself. It could even be the way your shoulder blade is moving. And this is where I want you to think about monkeys for a second. Look at how they swing. The arm goes completely overhead. The elbow stays straight. And for a moment, their entire body is being supported through one arm. And then they swing through this, release, and do exactly the same thing on the other side. Now here's the interesting question. Could you do the same thing? Not just swing across monkey bars with your elbows bent like this, but actually swing from one straight arm to the other and let your entire body weight travel underneath that shoulder. Because now we're combining two completely different things. You need enough shoulder mobility to actually get into that position, but you also need enough straight arm strength and stability to control your body once you're there. And I think this is where our idea of shoulder strength starts to become a little bit misleading. Because someone can have massive shoulders, they can bench a lot, they can even do lots of pull-ups. But then ask the same person to comfortably support their entire body weight on those shoulders, and suddenly it's a completely different story. Now obviously we're not monkeys, but the shoulder itself is still an incredibly mobile joint. And if the only positions you ever make it strong in are the positions you use in the gym, you're potentially leaving a huge amount of movement capacity completely unused. So for me, a strong shoulder isn't just a shoulder that can produce a lot of force. It's a shoulder that has the mobility to get into different positions and the strength to actually control those positions.